What's up, my friends? How you doing? So, Wizards of the Coast has done their official reveal of all of the Marvel cards. Some of them are what we saw in that stolen batch of stuff. But there's a ton we have not seen until today. So, first things first, let me grab the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord. And then we shall go from there. All right. Some of the stuff they've printed as Marvel cards are actually really old school, like original era Magic cards, which I wasn't expecting. Okay, let's see here. Oh, and as an added note, guys, if you didn't know, earlier today, I played some Magic Arena over on the live stream channel. So that is worthwhile to go and check out too, because it's Duskmourn Omniscience Draft, which is awesome. I love Omniscience. Okay, so let's do our hellos. What up to Fairy, Millmaster, Kenzuki, Eng, Jess, Rays, Bear, Gossett, Macias, Zircon, Dunn, Shelton, Cooper, Heavy Metal, Highway, Huckleberry, Demet, Hopkins, Kitsune, Ralph, Error. All right, I think I said hello to everybody. So yeah, Bear, I dropped the link in the stream for you so that you can actually, the song is available. My intro song is available as its own thing on the Hatcher channel. It's called A Master and a Guide. And the visuals are by me. The audio is by an AI-assisted DJ Longhair. So you can snag that up over there, big boy. All right, let's see here. Let us see. So, what was it? Oh yeah, Millmaster, that's right. Marvel at the Power Creep, avenge your banned cards by buying new ones. Nicely themed, buddy. Nicely themed. Hey, what up, DJ Longhair? I just mentioned you, bro. Demet, do I know any more about Pioneer Wizard support? They're not doing RCQs, buddy. That's it. That's it. So, they're going to do some Pioneer stuff on Arena, but it seems like in paper, they're pulling back on it, right? They're just kind of not going to support it. That's what it seems like to me. So, if that changes, I will let you know. But for the time being, it seems like Wizards of the Coast really just wants you playing Standard, Modern, and Commander, and everything else is not their priority. Ralph, yeah, that was one of the big surprises, that old school card. I'm not going to say the name because we haven't looked at the cards yet, but when we get to it, Alberto, yep. Let's talk about the big issue before we even look on the before we even look at the cards. Let's address the fact that yes, Magic the Gathering is eroding its identity. But for the purposes of this discussion, I'm going to look at the Magic cards and evaluate them from the Marvel universe or whatever. I fully get people who aren't happy about the erosion of Magic's like actual universe. I fully feel you on that one, right? So these are universes beyond, but Magic is focusing more and more on universes beyond and less on what makes Magic feel like Magic. But I'm not going to sit there and bang on about that for every card because that would be tiresome even for me, right? Demet, no, I don't think they're trying to funnel Pioneer onto Arena at all. I think that's just the only place they're going to do anything for it. Not in an attempt to get the Pioneer players there, just because they don't care. They don't care enough, right? Calabar, do I think we'll ever hit a point where we'll have meta decks consisting of only Universe Beyond cards? At the rate we're going, yes. I fully believe that is a distinct possibility, considering they're doing more and more Universe Beyond, and they're amping the power level of cards up. That means that the more recent sets are going to be the things that define the meta, right? Like, we've already seen the One Ring completely warp Modern. The same thing with Orcish Bowmasters. Now, Modern Horizons 3 came along and changed things, but if we get to the point where instead of getting more Modern Horizon sets, we are literally just getting the direct-to-modern sets are all Universe Beyond, then yeah, it will slowly but surely change to the point where you will have a bunch of weird, mishmashed IPs stapled together, right? That's probably how it's going to go. Christ, you're expecting 5-minute rants on every card? Well, you're going to be disappointed, buddy. You're going to be disappointed. B1, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that you are glad that my channel's back and working properly. That was a stressful situation for me, and I'm glad that it is resolved. What up, Got? Oh, yeah, I cracked the fingers. Okay, so shall we take a look at the Marvel cards? Let's do it. Let's do it. So, where is it? Right here. Okay, so we're starting out with the card that, out of everything, I'm pretty sure this is the one that is the least impressive to me. This is Arcane Signet as Earth's mightiest emblem. And it's obviously Arcane Signet, right? So tap for a man of any color in your commander identity. And it's for Earth's mightiest heroes. You have to spend $200 to get this. So everything we're looking at here are going to be Secret Lair releases. So all this stuff is Secret Lair releases. If you remember the stolen stuff that we looked at recently, and I said that I don't think each of these packages is a stack of the same card, I think it's the first card in each Secret Lair because they were broken apart sequentially. Like, we didn't have one numbered after another. There was a gap of 4 or 5. So you end up with most likely them being individual Secret Lairs, and it turns out I was correct. Surprise, surprise. I'm right a lot. Maggie, yep, you got good timing, buddy. Got making dinner and listening to me. It's a good night. That's a good attitude, bro. So for me, this is a really underwhelming. Like, some of the Marvel stuff I can straight up get behind, and some of it is like meh, and some of it is downright disappointing. This is downright disappointing. Like, maybe Marvel fanboys will say, actually, this is super hype and I love it. But for me, this is a really underwhelming looking card, right? So basically, you've got the Secret Lairs, but they're also going to be doing Marvel sets. So the first full set, Jess, get ready to get excited, buddy. It's Spider-Man. They're literally basing it around Spider-Man. So I assume it's different variations of Spider-Man and all the villains and stuff. 100%. 100%. So yeah, you've got the scenario where this is whatever, right? Let's move on. And just so you know, we're not going through the Secret Lairs. Like, this is part of the Iron Man Secret Lair, but I realized after I got all the images together that the way Wizards has named them on their website doesn't actually put them sequentially. So we're going to be hopping from different Secret Lair to Secret Lair, but each Secret Lair, for example, you have an Iron Man Secret Lair. Every card in that is Iron Man themed. Captain America, and so on. Black Panther. The one we didn't get to see with the stolen stuff is Storm. So Storm Secret Lair is 100% new, right? So hold on. All right. So with the lineup here, we're starting out with Galvanic Blast, and this is from the Iron Man Secret Lair. 1 red for an instant. It deals 2 damage to any target. It's got Metalcraft, so it deals 4 damage instead if you control 3 or more artifacts. This was originally from the Mirrodin block, so I mean, I guess it's just saying if you have multiple parts of Iron Man's suit, never mind. There's like extra guys behind him. That's what's going on. So if it's just Iron Man by himself, 2 damage to any target. And if you have extra dudes around, then it does more damage. So there you go. Pretty straightforward concept. Galvanic Blast is not a super exciting card to me, but I guess if you play with a bunch of artifacts, it's not too shabby. So you got like the extra Iron Man suits or whatever it is. Maybe it's from Iron Man 3. I've seen that movie. All right. Then we've got Inventors Fair. So, I mean, Tony Stark is an inventor, right? This is the one that at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more artifacts, you gain a life. Taps for a colorless, pay 4, sack it, search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it into your hand. So that makes sense as an Inventors fair. The artwork is literally like an expo that's going on in the dome here. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, you got Iron Man standing off on the side. Just a bunch of people walking into an expo. So I don't know how exciting that is ultimately, but whatever. Then we've got Heroic Intervention. So this is from the Black Panther one. And Heroic Intervention is a really strong card. 1 green and 1 to give all your permanents hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. So board wipe, some kind of big combat scenario. There's multiple situations where this card is useful, and it fits perfectly as an actual Marvel card concept, right? So what does the flavor text say? You will take nothing, Claw. Your plunder of Wakanda ends here. T'Challa, the Black Panther. I'm going to kick you in the hand. You get nothing, chump. All right. So, I mean, it definitely feels like Marvel comic action. So, you know, if that's what you're into, this is going to be right up your alley on top of it being a powerful card. Then we got Iron Man. This is one of the ones we saw in my previous spoiler video where I talked about the face cards of the Secret Lairs that we saw. So he's a 5-mana 4/4 with flying and haste. And whenever he attacks, you make a treasure token. Then you can sack a non-creature artifact, including that treasure token. If you do, you search your library for an artifact card with a mana value equal to 1 plus the card that you just sacrificed. So if you sacrifice a treasure token, counts as 0, you go and get a 1-cost artifact. So this can be used to get rid of artifacts that have come into play effects or care about getting sacked to the graveyard. It's got a fair bit of versatility, and it ties into the whole Iron Man is a tinkerer kind of thing. Dan, will this Marvel set be only for Commander or Modern as well? These are Secret Lair cards, so these are not Modern legal. But the Marvel set that they're going to do with Spider-Man, and then the next Marvel set, because they're doing 2 Marvel sets in 2025, they're both going to be Modern, as far as I understand. Nishimoto, I don't even know what that term means, bro. I don't know. Levitt, I agree with you. Wizards really leaned into the treasure concept, and I feel like they've leaned a little back out of it, but they did so much of it that it feels like we have a glut of cards like that anyhow, right? So, yeah, it is what it is, man. All right, then we've got Sol Rings. So this is Iron Man's arc reactor. It also looks like a gigantic poker chip. So, I don't know. I guess you could use it as a big old butt plug if you wanted to. So it's just another Sol Ring. Pretty standard issue stuff, right? But if you love Iron Man, that can be your go-to Sol Ring. Then we've got a warrior token from Black Panther. Pretty straightforward. A 1/1 warrior. Shield and spear. Nothing too crazy here. Then we got the Wakandan skyscraper. This is an ugly building. It looks like a boot. It looks like a future boot. It looks like 1 lightning greave. Tap it out of colors, 4 and tap or proliferate because it's Karn's Bastion. Wakanda's towering ingenuity is manifest across Birinzona's skyline. If you say so. Wolverine, the best there is. Wolverine is a dope character. Let's be real, man. Having ultra regeneration and then being experimented on so you have adamantium laced onto your bones and stuff is wild. And the variations of him where he does not have actual like metal and he's got like bone spurs that come out of his hand, crazy, bro. 3 mana, 2/2, double all damage he would deal. If he dealt damage to a creature, you put a +1/+1 counter on him at the end of the turn. And he regenerates for a green and 1. And we don't normally get regenerate anymore. So it's cool to see regenerate come back. This is the perfect dude to slap it on, right? Then you got Storm's Will. This is part of Storm's Secret Lair. This is just Jessica's Will. 1 red and 2 sorcery. Choose one. If you control a commander when you cast it, you can do both. So you can add a red for each card in target opponent's hand, or you can exile the top 3 cards of your library. You can play them this turn. And what does it say for the flavor text? Westchester County is now issuing an emergency tornado warning. Fair enough. Storm is pretty crazy. The fact that she can literally control the weather always made me think she's a pretty cool character. I don't know how much the actual like flavor of the card and the ability of the cards line up, but what are you gonna do? What up, Ben? So sad the layers will be limited stock. Oh, they're not doing this one print to order? Well, fair enough, man. But get them while you can. They go on sale November 4th. All right? Okay, then we got Bast's Blessing. So I presume that Bast is a god in the Black Panther world. 1 black and 4 for Primal Vigor. Primal Vigor is a sweet card. If 1 or more tokens would be created, you make twice that many instead. And if 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put on a creature, twice that many counters are put instead, right? So it says, with Bast strength, I will defend this land. So first glance, the artwork didn't really do that much for me. And then I noticed there was like panthers in the background. I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But it's not the most exciting artwork, let's be real. But the actual card itself is pretty sweet. Juglum, you're right. That's right. Wolverine is Canadian. I forgot about that. All right. Then we got the Shield of War and Peace, which is the Sword of War and Peace. This is Captain America's vibranium shield. So equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from red and white. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, then this equipment deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in their hand, and you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. I've never been that hyped on the Sword of War and Peace, so it's okay. It's okay. I mean, the swords tend to be pretty powerful cards. Pro-red and pro-white, not too shabby. The +2/+2 boost. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm like Sword of Light and Shadow, Sword of Fire and Ice feel really powerful. This one, it's in the middle. And it doesn't really feel like Captain America's shield. Like, Captain America's shield doesn't heal him, and it doesn't do damage based on how much knowledge the opponent has. You're literally just throwing the equivalent of a metal frisbee at somebody. So the flavor on this falls apart for me. But it definitely looks like Captain America's shield, so it is what it's supposed to be, right? Then you got In the Trenches, 2 white and 1. This was from the Brothers War set, right? So this is an enchantment that gives your creatures +1/+1 and 6 mana. Exile target non-land permanent you don't control until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery and only once. So it's an anthem that later in the game can just get rid of something. And that something doesn't come back. A lot of white enchantments exile something until the enchantment's gone. And then it comes back. But in this case, it doesn't. And so you got Captain America, and behind him you've got that goofy guy with winged feet. That's Namor, right? And then you've got 2 flamey guys who are flying. I don't know who those are. Is that supposed to be Iron Man in the back? Is that why there's like a circle on his chest? Also, who's the guy behind him who looks like a big beefy Robin from Batman and Robin? Is that America Boy? I don't, look out, Axis here. Wait, like the Axis of evil? Like the Nazis? Oh, take that, Hitler! Bam, 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 we're gonna punch you. My American Boy Wonder and 2 flamey flyboys plus winged feet, we're gonna get you. That's Bucky? That's the guy with the metal arm from the movie? Well, he just looks like a wannabe. I gotta be real, man. I gotta be real. He's not looking that impressive. Lil Fox, this is when Captain America went and, okay, WW2. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh yeah, never mind. You know what? I misread the enchantment and I lied about what it does. It does give you the permanent back, just like all the other white enchantments. Forget what I said. Bucky's just so entrancing that I just apparently ignored how the card works. All right, let's move on. Lightning Bolt. Oh, Storm. She's punk rock. So the classic 1 red instant. Lightning Bolt deals 3 damage to any target. The elements marshal their infinite might at my beckoning. Power seethes in the roiling clouds. Now, at my command, strike! That's actually some pretty good flavor text. I like that. I like that. And this isn't the only classic original Magic card that is a part of Storm's Secret Lair. The other one was really surprising, but on flavor. So, here's the treasure that comes as part of Iron Man's Secret Lair. Expensive hardware. Priceless knowledge. I'm ready for Halloween, mama. All right, then we got Aurora Borealis. So this is Manamorphose. A hybrid green, red, and 1. For an instant, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Draw a card. Draw a card because of them sweet jugs and thick hips, yo. I feel a storm brewing in my pants. The sky dances at her presence, cascading light for the one who is closer to it than any other. There you go. There you go. Kerosene. These are a number of different secret layers. The super drop with all of them will be available November 4th. All right? And it's $40 American for the regular version, $50 for the foils. All right? Then we got Rhythm of the Wild. Oh, yeah, Wolverine's so beefy, running with the fucking wolves. That's what I'm talking about. That's good times. 1 green, 1 red, and 1 for an enchantment. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Non-token creatures you control have Riot. Throughout his adventures with the X-Men, Logan regularly returned to run with his first true family. Rah, Wolverine, boy, let's go, let's go, let's go. This is awesome. This artwork is sweet, man. And Rhythm of the Wild is a dope card. So this is a great choice. Then we got Adamantium Bonding Tank. So this is the Ozolith. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on the Bonding Tank. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if the tank has counters on it, you can move all the counters from it onto target creature. This is not the greatest flavor fit. Let's be very real. Because this just works for Wolverine. Nobody else can get Wolverine's adamantium infused into them. And this can take flying counters off of other creatures and move them around. Like, so, to me, this is not a flavor win. This does not tie together as effectively as some of the other cards do. But what are you going to do? I mean, picking the tank where he literally gets the adamantium infused into his body doesn't seem like a bad idea. But the Ozolith does not, it doesn't mesh in the best way, right? So then we got Berserk. Now this is a great choice for Wolverine and a surprising crazy nod to the old school days. I remember playing Berserk all the way back in 1994. Giant growth, giant growth, giant growth, Berserk. You know, on an already aspected of wolf elvish archers. Bam! Bam! So good. 1 green instant, cast this spell only before the combat damage step. Target creature gains trample and gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is its power. At the beginning of the next end step, destroy that creature if it attacked this turn. This is not only a way for you to go ham and smash your opponent, but it can be used as impromptu creature destruction, because it doesn't have to be played on your creature. You obviously have to take twice as big a hit, but you can literally Berserk infuse one of your opponent's creatures. Bam! It goes Berserk! Hits you twice as hard, but then it's gone. So there you go. There you go. So I'm genuinely surprised to see Berserk included. This is a genuinely desirable card that 100% fits. Wolverine's got that Berserker rage, right? So like this is peak flavor combined with genuine power. This is really solid. This is really solid. Oh, Fox, Ashnod's Transmogran. That would have been a great choice. That would have been a great choice. But it's not as good as the Ozolith, right? But you're right. That is a great flavor matchup. I like that. You're thinking outside the box. Or I guess inside the flavor box. All right. Rite of Passage. A green and 2 for an enchantment. Whenever a creature controls dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Nice moves, Laura. Now let's have some real fun. Danger Room. Remove all safety protocols. Can't pretend like I know who Laura is. But I know the Danger Room is in like Professor Xavier's training academy for the X-Men or whatever. So it's just like, get in, you're going to get attacked by everything. I presume that Laura also has the same kind of regeneration that Wolverine does. So they can just turn off the actual like protocols and go, It's all good. It's all good, man. She is a clone of him, X23. Okay. All right. My knowledge has been expanded. So, seems fine. Seems fine. Flawless Maneuver, obviously from the Captain America layer. 1 white and 2 instant. If you control a commander, you may cast this spell without paying its mana cost. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. You go! I'll shield you. I mean, Captain America feels like he'd be protecting people. So, you know, that's fine. This one works. This one works overall from a flavor perspective. Waka! I'm flying up in the background. I hope you don't shoot at me because Captain America can't fly, so he can't actually pretend me. He can't actually protect me. What up, Keebler? How you doing, buddy? Okay. We got Ice Storm. This is a nod to the old school days, and this was the most surprising card out of everything. Berserk was pretty surprising. Ice Storm, way more surprising. Although the original art for Ice Storm shows like a Viking actually like moving against an ice storm, and it's got some real genuine flavor to it. But this is sweet. 1 green and 2, sorcery, destroy target land. Nothing could survive in the wake of Storm's blizzard. Not even the land itself. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I like Storm. Being able to control the elements like that is awesome. And this artwork looks dope. Who's in the background there? Oh, that's Colossus. Is it just Colossus, or are there other people with him? Or does he have a bag of presents? Thanks for making it all snowy. Ho, 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 it's Christmas time. Let's go. All right. Then we got Captain America, the first Avenger. This is obviously the face card for the Captain America Secret Lair. We saw him before. Red, white, and blue for a 4/4. He's got throw. Pay 3, unattach an equipment from him. He deals damage equal to that equipment's mana value divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. So, for example, you actually use the shield with him. You're going to have 3 damage you can divide however you want. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, you get to attach an equipment to him. So that represents him whipping the shield and then it coming back to him. I saw the latest Deadpool. I haven't seen Logan. So that little girl from Logan, is that Laura girl? Okay. All right. Then we've got Black Panther, Wakandan King. Bro, you got no dick, man? Look at that. Look at that. He must have the tiniest wang ever. That suit is super tight to his body. It's really good that the chicks in front of him are fucking Ugmos, so he doesn't have to worry about getting a rager. So this is the face one for the Black Panther. A green and a white gets you a 2/2 with first strike. Whenever he or another creature you control enters, how can he enter, man? Clearly he ain't got no dong. +1/+1 counter on target land you control. Mine Vibranium, pay 3, move all +1/+1 counters from target land you control onto target creature. If one or more +1/+1 counters are moved this way, you gain that much life and draw a card. So, there you go. We talked about that guy before. He definitely looks like Black Panther with no junk. Okay. Then we got Commander's Plate, Iron Man. 1 casting cost, artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has protection from every color that's not in your commander's color identity. So if you were playing the actual Iron Man deck, he's red-blue. So you'd have protection from white, green, and black, right? It equips to a commander for 3 or equips to other creatures for 5. Seems like a fine fit flavor-wise, right? I mean, people are going to want this card for commander, and Iron Man's suit giving you protection. That works. That works. Bovagan, the Vibranium suit absorbs power, so his junk got absorbed. All right. Then we got Storm. Yeah, she looks pretty intense. A red, a blue, a green, and 1 for a 3/4 mutant hero with flying and vigilance, and she has Ceaseless Tempest. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn has Storm. She literally grants her own name to somebody. I'm Storm. So are you. For me, there are no such thing as limits. All right. Yeah, Storm's all like, bro, I remember the old cartoon? You know what I'm talking about? That tune was a banger, and I thought Storm was epic. Also, Rogue is really cool. And her power is tragic too, bro. It's just like you can't even like she like put a little boy, not a little boy. She put like a teenage boy in a coma from kissing him, man. That's wild. That's wild. But yeah, Storm is awesome. This is a cool card. Yeah, little Fox, love that tune. Hell yeah, buddy. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yo, they made new episodes of the X-Men cartoon? It's continuing? Nice. I loved that shit when I was a kid, bro. I loved it. Like, I know I said that I don't like the erosion of Magic's IP. And I don't. I like it being swords and sorcery. But that doesn't change the fact that there's a bunch of superheroes and shit that I actually like. So when there's a promo that we're going to look at that's not part of the Secret Lair that I totally want 100%. You know, actually there's a bunch of these cards I would go for, but there's a Doctor Strange card that's not part of the Secret Lairs that is in the mix here that I love Doctor Strange. I think he's so cool. All right, secure the wastes. So this is about like making sure that when you take dumps, they're put in plastic bags, right? Because this is like Black Panther and they're animals. So they're crapping out in the woods, so they got to secure their waste. 1 white and X instant. Create X11 white warrior creature tokens. Bashenga was the first Black Panther. Wise and fearless, he closed the Great Mound. Yeah, I bet he did, because his suit was so hanging on his junk that he couldn't do nothing with the Great Mound. Hey girl, you got a great mound. I like the way your suit fits. So, he formed a militia that would guard it against all intruders. Guard this mound. If I can't have it, nobody can. And we'll all use spears, because I ain't got no dick. Captain America's aid. Just put an S on the end, and then, man, he's got a serious medical condition. 1 white for Sigarda's aid. You may cast or equipment spells as though they had flash. Whenever an equipment you control enters, you may attach it to target creature you control. All who wield the shield share a dream of creating the kind of world we all deserve to live in. I like the original Captain America way better than this new version. Just putting it out there. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care about this pretender. Give me Steve Rogers or get fucked, right? That's my mentality. I don't care who it is you're trying to pretend is Captain America. Hey, look at I'm the Hulk, but I'm Captain Hulk America. Okay. Oh, there it is. Doctor Strange's counterspell, man. Counter target spell by the hoary hosts of Hogoth. I deny you. Doctor Strange is so cool, man. Also, it's funny. I mean, hoary? That's what Wizards has been doing to Magic. Whoring it out. So it fits too. But look at that, man. He's going to give you the fucking magical shocker, bro. He's going to put one in the one in the stink of your spell, bro. Like, how awesome is that? This is a promo for showing up at some convention. It might be at the New York Comic Convention. So the people who are there are going to get it. This is not part of a Secret Lair, guys. This is the only card today that's not part of a Secret Lair. All right? Oh, okay. All right. We have made it through all of the spoiler cards. So let's go ahead and I'm going to shrink it up a bit. And then for people who haven't seen it, I'm going to set it to rotate through the cards. All right. Oh, I guess this should be more over here now that I think about it. I didn't set that up before. All right. There we go. There we go. So that's all. That is all of the Marvel cards that we have to look at today, my friends. And, yeah, shrink it up like Black Panther's dong. There's a reason he's so angry. He's going around kicking people. I ain't got no dick. Bam. Levitt, some fun cards. Your wallet will suffer your wrath. It's nice to have things that you want, though, isn't it? So whatever makes you happy, right? I mean, there's definitely some cool stuff in here. And you only have to go for the heroes you like. You don't have to buy the whole super drop. You can individually get whatever. Although if you do want the emblem, then you're going to need to either buy multiple copies of the same Secret Lair or you're going to have to buy the whole super drop. Ben, doesn't hoary mean unclean? The way it's spelled, yeah. Yeah, but it's a play on words. It's a play on words when I'm saying that Wizards is whoring out Magic. I mean that they're selling it like a streetwalker to anybody who will have her, you know? That's the deal. That's the deal. Donaldo, Mutate, Storm, Clone, and Prophet. Go for it, buddy. Go for it. So yeah, I have no idea just how well all this stuff's going to do. But clearly there are a lot of Marvel fans, a lot of comic book fans. So Wizards is probably going to do pretty well with this stuff, right? Like, Assassin's Creed is a different beast and doesn't have the same level of reach. Marvel, yeah, I mean, I feel like this stuff would have sold better when Marvel was at its peak, because Marvel has gone downhill with the movies and stuff ever since Endgame, right? But ultimately, I expect that the Marvel stuff is going to do quite well. We've got the batch of Secret Lairs. We've got the Spider-Man stuff that's coming mid-2025. And then after that, we've got another Marvel set, which I presume is going to have all these heroes that we're seeing here and a bunch of other stuff. I don't think that they're going to key it into one guy like they're doing with the Spider-Man set, right? Cheeky still waiting for the Fraser Secret Lair. That got me. When I saw the picture of it, I genuinely thought it was real. I'm like, wait, there's a Fraser Secret Lair? That's weird. Okay, hold on. I feel like I'm going to move this over to this side. Like this. Because that was, I don't know, there was just something about the way it's set up. Oh, wait, hold on. I know why. I'll just pop it in on this screen. That's why. Because the card stream setup is a little bit different. Like, if you look over there, you can see that, like, it actually ends early. There's part of the screen missing, because... So I'm going to put this back over here for when I need it. Whoop, zoop. Right? And then I won't be confused later on. And then... Oh, resized here too. Okay. All right. And then we'll pop this over here. And now I feel like that's a better use of the screen space overall. Ralph, I mean, Marvel's not going anywhere over the long term. It's got a lot of people who love it, right? So, Ben, you wish it wasn't limited stock? Yeah, there's going to be issues with that. The website's going to crash probably, or you're just going to get stuck in a queue for an hour, and then once you get through it, you're going to find out that all the stuff is sold. So, there definitely will be scalping going on. There's no doubt about it. Kerosene, yep. At Marvel's peak, Wizards of the Coast was absolutely aping the Avengers with the Gatewatch. They pretended that they weren't, but it was incredibly clear that they were like, we want our own Avenger squad, right? Columbus, you think Storm and Cap have the best flavor? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I mean, some of the Wolverine stuff is really epic. So, Wolverine has regeneration too, and he gets +1/+1 counters for his Berserker Rage or whatever. So, I think it's a matter of taste. Lil Fox, whether it's magic or sci-fi, the game should be more fantastical than Frasier or Seinfeld. Well, they literally were asking, hey, do you guys want a Taylor Swift Secret Lair? So they will slap anything on a Magic card now. Magic is no longer what it was. It's no longer Swords and Sorcery. It has changed. 100%. 100%. Will serialized Kiss Magic cards? Yeah, what are they, just old members of the Kiss? I can't party anymore, and I sleep all day, right? Is that? Oh, but yeah, anything they think they can sell, right? 100%, 100%. Madison, you hate how the first set's based around Spider-Man? Well, there's other people who are gonna love it. I don't know how Wizards decided, like, how to stage all this, really, in terms of doing a Spider-Man world first. I have no idea why. But Spider-Man's been around for 1,000,000 years, so there's a ton of stuff for them to feed off of. Ben, you want Star Wars as a set? Well, guess what? There's a space set coming out in 2025. And it's entirely possible that there will be something along the lines of a Star Wars tie-in, especially since Wizards has already made a deal with Disney for the Marvel stuff, and Disney owns Star Wars. So there's a good chance there. First of all, there'll be Star Wars inspired cards in the space set. Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's a good chance there will actually be Star Wars Secret Lairs. That's my guess. Ralph, you think they're doing Spider-Man because of the multiverse stuff? Oh, there's yeah, there is like a Spider-Man movie in the works, but they're not going to come out at the same time, right? Jess, I'll let you know, that movie that I told you is the only one that I really wasn't running into. Oh, you know what? And speaking of movies, this is the perfect opportunity to mention to you guys that I do indeed have a brand new channel. It is a movie review channel, and it would please me greatly if you were to subscribe to that channel, because we want to get it into the YouTube partner program. And I'm okay with if you decide, I don't even want to watch these videos, but I will stay subscribed just to help with the numbers. I'm good with that, because channels need help at the beginning, and that channel is small. So right now there's just one video on there. This month we're focusing on horror. So there is a 3-movie review already over there. Tomorrow afternoon, I will be releasing our second video where we talk about 8 more movies. And then later this month, there should be a 3rd video, and we'll continue onwards. This month is October, and we've been watching a bunch of horror. So don't get the mistaken impression that the channel will always be horror movies, because it won't. But we've watched a bunch of horror movies, a whole bunch. And there are some genuinely good ones, which I didn't realize there was good horror movies, but we found some. Also some not so good horror movies. But yeah, we'll be doing a couple of different roundups about the horror movies. So I see multiple of you saying that you've subbed to Fairy, Levitt, Cranky. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Little Fox, yeah, Magic the Gathering is turning into every other random game. Like, I've never really heard of Animayhem, but things like Weiss Schwartz and all these other things that are just every different IP under the sun, that's just the new reality. All right. Hey, we went from 69 to 75 subscribers already. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Makes me happy. Am I ever going to watch Air Bud? No. Absolutely. Absolutely not. I'm not going to watch a movie about a dog that plays football. No. No. I'm mostly going to focus on trying to watch movies that are enjoyable. Just the X-Men cartoons? That'd be all right. Yeah, that'd be all right. Bear, you're surprised they did Fallout before Elder Scrolls? Well, Fallout had that show that was coming out. Wizards, a lot of the time, tries to tie into something topical. You know what I mean? Toy Story Secret Lair can happen, Aaron. Any joke Secret Lair you can think of, totally possible it could happen. Nothing is off the table anymore. Wizards of the Coast they've changed their vision. And I think part of it is that they're worried they can't reach out to younger generations anymore, with the average Magic players being 30 years or older. So they're just going to, first of all, they're going to try and tie into nostalgia of their current customer base, but draw on people any way they can. Thompson Wells, what's up, buddy? You have more recommendations. You recommended My Heart Can't Beat Unless You Tell It To last night, and I wrote that down, as well as a dark song. And by the way, buddy, now that you have mentioned Oddity and a dark song, your opinion on horror, you've redeemed yourself. That when you said Longlegs was a good movie and then admitted you were just on your phone during it, I was like, I don't know. But a dark song? Bro, what an awesome concept for a horror movie. I have never seen a horror movie that spends that much time focusing on the rituals. The overall concept of it was great, and most of the movie was just reliant on 2 actors that both delivered very solid performances. So when it comes to horror movies of the kind I want to see, I'm definitely willing to hear your recommendations. So I'm going to note down Good Boy. Because, yeah, I looked up the concept for My Heart Can't Beat Unless You Tell It To, and that also seems pretty wild, bro. 100%. 100%. Jess, no, I don't care about the old Spider-Man cartoon. I never really watched it, buddy. I never really watched it. Broken Tables, I don't think another game having like a card game already precludes Wizards from doing Secret Lairs. Because if you're selling a handful of cards, like, oh, hey, we want to do 5 cards based on your game. Then it's just, oh, okay, well, that'll make people know that there are cards that have it might even lead people to our game. So I don't think that a card game existing, like, I don't think things are ruled out for Wizards of the Coast because Lorcana exists. I don't think that Disney is going to say, no, if you want a handful of our things to make a Secret Lair, go ahead. Because Lorcana and Magic appealed to different groups. You know, there is some overlap, but they appealed to different groups. The ending to A Dark Song is super interesting. It was. Actually, I found the entire thing. I said to Carly, the movie's only an hour and 40 minutes, but it felt like a 2.5 hour long movie, but not in a bad way. Some movies feel long where you're like, can this end? That movie felt long because a lot was happening. In one way, nothing was happening. In another way, a lot was happening, and I quite enjoyed it. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it, actually. Yeah, Thompson, that's true. I had already gone to the stream ending screen, so I can see why you thought I might not have seen it. Do I ever think there could be a Pokemon Secret Lair? It's possible, Spurl. It's possible. 100%. Jess, you want to see horror movies about when a guy starts tripping out and seeing monsters and stuff? That has to exist. I don't have an example off the top of my head, but that must exist. Josh, Marvel isn't hitting the flavor for you? Magic should be about swords and sorcery? I feel you, dude. I feel you. I, too, like the old school swords and sorcery for Magic the Gathering. That is my ideal. But that doesn't change the fact that Wizards of the Coast is going to continue to do this. Our personal preferences aren't important to the company, as is evidenced by the fact that we only got one swords and sorcery set all year. It was Bloomborough, and we got it for 7 weeks. So, I mean, there is an upside in that Markov Manor, Thunder Junction, and Duskmourn all did worse than Bloomborough, which is a strong signal to Wizards, hey, do in-universe swords and sorcery style stuff, right? Duskmourn isn't doing as bad as Thunder Junction and Markov Manor, but I was literally talking to my buddy who owns the game store today, and he's like, I have to discount the Duskmourn I have to get rid of it. It's like another Markov Manor. I'm like, it's not another Markov Manor. Let's be very clear. Markov Manor was a dumpster fire of epic proportions all on its own. But Duskmourn is not the success Wizards is hoping for. It's a mixed bag. Some people consider it a success. Some people consider it a failure. Some stores have managed to sell out. Other stores are having to discount it to get rid of it. So that's the deal. That's the deal. Yeah, Ralph, I agree that more modern art is homogenous, but there are some pieces. Like if you look at Storm the Seed Core, that artwork is absolutely incredible. It evokes genuine emotion. It is the real deal. Oh, hold on. I just realized I have to go. I have to tell Carly that she needs to take her medication. So I'll be right back, guys. Intermission. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my take some work. Don't be a dink! Use my Amazon link! When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link! Don't be a bitch! You gotta scratch that itch! Bookmark that Amazon link! I got fucking bills to pay, y'all! Use my Amazon link! This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink! Use my Amazon link! When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link! Don't be a bitch! You gotta scratch that itch! Bookmark that Amazon link! I got fucking bills to pay, y'all! Use my Amazon link! This is gonna take some work. Alright, I'm back. So, guys, I mentioned earlier, the Duskmorn Omniscience drafting is on Arena. It is amazing. It is amazing. I love Omniscience draft. Donaldo, it's a psyop and you're going to fall for it. Hell yeah, buddy. Use my Amazon link. If you bookmark it, then anytime you're shopping on Amazon, it automatically helps me out, right? So you want to support me in what I do, don't you, big boy? Right? It's always a nice feeling. It's nice for me to be able to pay my bills and buy food and all that goodness, right? So yeah, use my Amazon link, big boy. So yeah, if you guys haven't already been over to it, I have a live stream channel, all right? And that is where I put all these live streams afterwards. So once the stream ends, they get uploaded over there. And that's also where I do additional live streams. So I did an additional live stream today where I played the actual Duskmorn Omniscience draft and had a good time doing it. And tomorrow, I'm going to be doing that as well. Donaldo, PayPal also works? Absolutely. Absolutely. Super chats and PayPal all go towards Lord of the Board if it happens during a stream, but you're allowed to do it whenever you want. I mean, if you're just, you know, sitting there on the toilet thinking to yourself, man, Hatcher's awesome. I just want to give him some money while I take a dump. While I'm stretching out my hole, I want to give him some cash. You can just send it on over. No problems. Columbus, yup. Chris Cox taking over Magic the Gathering, and then Hasbro itself has definitely caused some big problems. So there's the link. There's the link for my stream archive. You're going to want to subscribe over to that. You also, if you don't want to miss live streams, go on the Discord. All of it. So, yeah. I'm going to do more Omniscience drafting tomorrow because it's a lot of fun. It's broken, dumb nonsense. I love Omniscience drafts. I remember when I spent all my gold and gems on the Dominaria ones. And they've done them as midweek magics, but I don't care. Like, for a midweek magic, I'll play a few games. But when I actually get to keep the cards and build up gems for my collection, then I go all in, right? So I went hardcore today already in multiple drafts, and tomorrow afternoon Carly's going out, so I'm just going to be here by myself anyways. Aside from releasing that movie review for the movie channel, I got a bunch of free time tomorrow, so I'm going to hardcore do some Duskmorn Omniscience drafting. It's going to happen. John, I don't think you can buy these at the Comic-Con. You can get the Counterspell, I think, from being there. But the Secret Lairs go on sale on the 4th of November. So, Gianna, I've heard about the Rules Committee contracts. It's not the Rules Committee, though. It's the Commander Council, something like that. It's something different. It's. Oh wait, this is charged now, isn't it? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like the Commander Council or something. And yeah, I heard they have some kind of non-disparagement clause that continues on even after you stop being a part of it. So, but I don't know. I haven't seen the actual fucking contract unless somebody's revealed the genuine contract. There's just a tweet about it, right? So I don't know if it has carve-outs or anything else that like specify what it pertains to, or if it's just a universal, you can't badmouth this in any way, shape, or form if you join this. And I don't know if the people who are joining it are getting paid or whatever else. So I don't have much in the way of details about that. Heavy Metal, you haven't drank in 10 days? Congrats, buddy. Congrats. Jess, you were doing something and touching grass. You helped your friend take apart a sauna. That sounds like hard work. Watch the Marvel Secret Lairs have the chance to have a super rare bonus card. I feel like if that's the way they were going to go, Ralph, they would advertise it ahead of time like they've done for other Secret Lairs. There's no point in putting a super duper bonus card in there if you don't let people know and there's no opportunity to buy it, right? Who knows, Ben? In the future, Wizards of the Coast might try and do a Hobbit set. It's possible. They had a lot of success with Lord of the Rings. Who knows what IPs they have planned for future universes beyond. Millmaster, that would be the dream. That would be Wizards' dream. Having everybody under contract and nobody says anything negative about them. They all march in lockstep and advertise whatever Wizards wants to advertise at any given moment. But I got news for you. I'd never sign up for that. Wizards can fucking choke on my ball bag, bro. They tried to get me to fall in line by offering to let me be part of the exclusive Secret Lair releases, right? They offered me entrance into the Good Boy Club as long as I would fucking straighten up and fly right. They thought that by giving me that Secret Lair that I would turn around and stop being critical of them. But guess what? Fuck no, bitch. I thought that you gave me the Secret Lair because you were finally being cool. And you were like, oh, you know what? You criticize us, but we're still going to give you the opportunity to talk about this stuff, and we're going to take it in stride. But nope. The Wizards employee that was following me on Twitter and made sure I got that Secret Lair stopped following me, and they're like, nope, you're persona non grata to us. I get it. Not only am I critical, but I'm right, and people listen to me. So, of course, they're just going to want to be like, shh, get him over there. Get him over there, you know? Cranky, yeah, it's different. Wizards of the Coast not making women unappealing is a new thing, and I'm sure it partially has to do with the fact that it's not their IP, right? So, what if they offered me stock options? What, in a fucking dying company? Nah. I want them to fix Magic. That's how you get me on your side. Stop doing all the skeezy bullshit. Stop overcharging us for low quality garbage. Put the actual effort into designing your cards and balancing things. Like, do stuff like how you used to, and I'll 100% be on board. I will happily sing your praises for free with nothing required being given to me at all. Not early access, nothing. I will happily sing your praises when they're deserved. It's a really straightforward concept. Do a good job, and I'll say you're doing a good job. Do a shit job, and I'll say you're doing a shit job. That seems fair. Why are all the Marvel Secret Lairs $10 more than previous Secret Lairs? Not all. Some have already been 40 and 50, and the answer is because Wizards thinks people will pay it. That's why. And also because prices are going to go up constantly from now on. Every year, Magic's going to get more expensive. There's no way around that. Hasbro needs the line to go up for its shareholders. And so that means that they will constantly be looking for ways to move the line up. And considering they've already skimped out on quality, they've skimped out on play testing, they're overworking their employees, there's nowhere else to get more money other than to charge us more money. That's it. The only way to make more profit off of Magic is to make Magic more expensive. So that's where we go from here. Just ever spiraling costs going to the moon. I wish I had better news, but I don't. Yeah. So that's the unfortunate reality of the current era of Magic the Gathering. They're just going to keep pushing prices up and seeing if they can get away with it. That's it. That's it. Little Fox, after hearing me now and remembering where this was 4 years ago, you're both sad and glad you took most of that time off from Magic. It's good to take a break from stuff if you're not happy, right? If you're not enjoying it, there you go. I play Magic pretty much every day. I play on Arena most of the time. Like, I'm still having fun playing Magic. If I ever stop having fun playing Magic, I'll be done with this. I'll find other things to do, right? Like, there's still a foolish, naive part of me that thinks that maybe things can get better and that we can go back to how things used to be, where they treated us better and the card quality was better and they weren't just trying to rob us blind and power creep the game to insanity, and they spend more time balancing things, right? So the best I can hope for is that they do so much damage with their destructive choices that they realize, wait a minute, this is not going to work going forwards. But there's going to be like, it's going to get worse. And then it's going to get way worse when what they're doing starts failing. They're going to go for ultra destructive cash grabs. And then maybe they'll come back down to earth, right? It is what it is. Misanthrope, I'd have better chances by of winning the lottery. Yeah, you're probably not wrong, bro. But I'm keeping hope alive nonetheless. It's funny because people like to accuse me of hating Magic. This guy hates Magic, and it's like, no, I love Magic more than you, right? That's the thing. I see the reality of it. I've been here forever. I want them to improve, right? A lot of people are just like, yo, I'm out when things aren't the way they want. I've been in this for the long haul, constantly hoping for and calling for improvement, right? It is what it is. Why don't they re-release all the Secret Lairs that did well? Because they don't have the production capabilities for it, right? They're making so much product that they can't keep up. They're going at a breakneck pace. There's nowhere to insert the product and remake it. It's the same reason that even though people really liked, like, let's say, for example, the Bloomborough Squirrel deck, they're not going to reprint them because all the printers are booked up with all the product that they're making for the next year and a half or whatever. There's no room for it. That's why, right? They got new Secret Lairs they need you buying, not that old stuff. And if you feel like you've missed out, then you're more likely to buy the new stuff out of fear you'll miss that. Moxman, what's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Misanthrope, they already touched the reserve list. Of course. Look, bro. Were you asleep for this? Were you asleep for this? They've clearly signaled that they're coming for the reserve list. They just got too greedy and arrogant with this attempt. So now they have to hold back and wait. But they absolutely will come for it. It's delusional. It's delusional to think that they're not going to, right? At a certain point, it's absolutely going to happen. Threats of lawsuits or not, they literally did gold-backed versions going like this to reserve list collectors and stuff. So there is no place in Magic the Gathering that is safe. There's no place that's safe where you can, like, invest in Magic, right? Get what you want, be happy, but understand that there's no chance that the stuff is coming back. Like the way it was, where they're not constantly grabbing for cash and that you can just, like, get sealed boxes and they'll go up in value over time, or put your money in the reserve list and it'll go up over time. It's all quick flips and all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff. Hey, Donaldo! Hey, thanks for the PayPal super chat, buddy. It's a little money bag icon. Nice. Nice. Well, that makes you Lord of the Board. Thanks, bro. I appreciate the support. Let's put you up on the board. Thanks, brother. You rock. So, yeah, that Millmaster, that's the next step. See, what they do first is they milk the reserve list. Then once the reserve list is milked, then they make even more powerful cards. An Ancestral Recall that draws you 4 cards. A Time Walk that gives you an extra turn and 5 mana at the beginning of the extra turn. Or 10 extra life. Or has flashback from the graveyard. Like, that's what happens. That's what happens. Because Hasbro doesn't care about this game. Hasbro owns Wizards. They will tell them what to do. The people at the top of Wizards of the Coast, their jobs depend on keeping Hasbro happy. And the people at the top of Wizards of the Coast, got news for you. They don't care about Magic. They don't care about D&D. They just care about the dollars and quarterly results. So it's like thinking that, oh, these wolves won't eat my baby because then I'll be upset at them. The wolves are going to eat your baby. Nope, there's no way. And it's like, okay, well, when your baby's like skin is hanging from the wolf's mouth, don't say I didn't tell you. No matter how much you yell back at me that they won't, they absolutely will. The fact that they made Magic 30 is a clear indicator that they abso-fucking-lutely will. There's no way around that. There is no way around it. The only reason the attempt failed is because they got too greedy. They were so sure that they could do it that they thought they could sell $250 packs of it, bro. Like, that's how confident they were that there's like, whatever, eat our bag. So it's absolutely going to happen. Totally. Jess, could I do this with no support? I could still make videos and do live streams, but I would have considerably less time for it, right? And who knows, like in terms of energy and whatever else, like if I have to go and work 8 hours a day every day, how much time am I going to have to do all this other stuff? The answer is not as much. It might just turn into, hey, I'm doing live streams here or there. It would... If I had to do other things, then this would shrink down, absolutely, because that's just the reality of it. We're currently lucky. People support me on the level where I can do this as my job. If it ever gets to the point where people don't value it on that level, that's fine. Everybody makes their own decisions. I never put anything I do behind a paywall requiring that people support me. It's all 100% elected. People have chosen to do it, and I'm happy for that. I don't have any kind of, like, pay me on this Patreon tier to get access to my videos. Who knows? If I had to go and change things around, then I'd change things around. But for now, we get to keep doing stuff this way. And I've had support pretty much since the beginning. People were like, hey, set up a Patreon. And I was too busy making videos. I'm like, I'm too busy making videos, whatever. Because I was making 6 videos a day back then, which was too much for people. But I had this drive and urge, and I didn't get to do this for the longest time and always wanted to be an entertainer. So I went full tilt with it, right? Which was admittedly too much. Making that many videos a day is too much. So now it's like a video and maybe 2 live streams in a day is probably the most I'm going to do on any given day. It really does depend, right? But either way, I'm super grateful for the people who support me with channel memberships, the Patreon, the Super Chats, all of it. It's fantastic. It makes me feel very good to have what I do valued, but it's not required of people, you know? Donaldo, you appreciate the vibes while you do your chores? Well, hell yeah, buddy. You got a good attitude. When you got a membership, you sent it down the line and hooked 5 more people up, which is sweet. J Money, the Omniscient stream made you think of what Yu-Gi-Oh must be like watching? Yeah, I heard that blasts out like right away. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, exactly. Moxman, if the packs were $10, they would have been successful. If they put them at $25, they would have sold. People would have grumbled, but they would have sold, and they would not have gotten the same pushback. But because they went so greedy with it and didn't even improve the card quality, Magic 30 cards are all banged up along the edges, exactly as bad as everything else they're printing. It's wild that they put no effort into improving the quality, and it speaks to how little they think of us as customers. Doomblade Super Chat says, did you hear about the new Commander non-disparagement agreement from Wizards? Not only will they own the Commander Committee, but also what they say. I have heard about it in passing. I haven't seen the actual contracts. All I know of is a tweet that somebody sent out where they were conflicted about whether they should sign or not, right? So I'm not surprised by it. Wizards of the Coast had the people who joined the Pro Tour sign similar things saying, if you smack talk us, we can literally fine you cash money. Like this is they spent more time worrying about how to limit what people can say than they did actually making they didn't even tell us how you could get on the Pro Tour. They just wanted to lock people into contracts so they couldn't, nobody's going to Jerry T us and talk shit and cause us problems, right? They did the same thing with the, what's it called? The Magic Ambassadors. Magic Ambassadors have to sign non-disclosure agreements. That's why Strictly Better Magic said, no, I'm not doing it. And good on him for saying, no, I'm not going to sign that contract. I'm not knocking the people who did, because everyone makes their own choices. And let's say I was somebody who was only going to make positive videos about Magic. Why would I not sign up for that? Who cares? Do you know what I mean? I'm getting stuff from the company. This is awesome. So I don't have a problem with people going into the ambassador program. I have a problem with Wizards of the Coast. So they have these people sign these, and they're also like, we're going to give you a contact at Wizards. That's your leash holder. That's the person who's there to make sure you fly right and kicks you out of the program if you don't. They're not really there to help you. They're there to control you. That is my view on it. Glenn, as far as I understand, the Spider-Man set is going to be a full-sized set a la Lord of the Rings, not Assassin's Creed. Not 100% sure on that. Not 100% sure. Mountain Jam, that's true. Anybody can talk about stuff that they know under like an alias, but if some random knob jockey, if knob jockey 4269 your mom all day 420 blaze it says this is a fact, people aren't going to believe him, right? So there's that. There's that. Ralph, yeah, Assassin's Creed was, Wizards actively didn't want it to be the way that it was after they watched Aftermath explode. Those greedy bastards thought they could sell us 5 card packs, right? And that we would eat it up. And that failed miserably. So they were able to take Aftermath and shove the Thunder Junction Aftermath, the big score, and shove it into Thunder Junction. But they literally said, Assassin's Creed's already like literally being printed and produced. There's nothing much we can do. All they really did was lower the price, and it was already too expensive. Like with the price they gave us now, they wanted to charge more for it. They thought they could sell it for more when every third pack has a fucking Adewale in it. And it's like, okay, all right then. You guys with your random anecdotal evidence of you will believe some random person on like Reddit or 4chan doesn't translate to the community believing it. And it doesn't... if I saw it, I wouldn't take it and report on it. I'd be like, this means nothing. This is some random jerk. Even if they were like, check it out, I'm actually a member of this and I'm pretending to do this. I'd be like, sure you are. Sure you are. Right? So that wouldn't really do much of anything, honestly. The fact that they can talk about it, it's not gonna spread the word effectively, you know? Ralph, yeah, they did zoom the artwork in on the Sol Ring specifically for the Magic 30, which was a very odd choice. They were doing multiple things with that, right? They wanted to tell reserve list owners to eat a fat dick. They also were like, oh, it's just a collectible product that you can totally like have the original Magic experience with. It's just a collector item. It's not meant to be played with. And it's like, so if it's a collector item, why did you up the incidence of dual lands and Sol Rings? It's almost like that's exactly what Commander players would want. And it's almost like you've looked and go, oh, Commander players are playing with gold-backed cards and they're buying gold-backed Gaia's Cradles and gold-bordered Gaia's Cradles, I should say. Those kind of things. So why don't we get in on that market? So they just went, oh, these aren't real Magic cards. You can't play with them in official tournaments. But, whoa, like, Magic 30 was a huge skis and a big indicator of what Wizards thinks of us as consumers and their intentions. So, yeah, the reserve list is absolutely in their targets, but they have to wait. They have to wait. Wait, what's this? There is an Environment Canada warning? What's going on? Oh, it's a frost advisory. Okay, that's fine. Carly already brought her flowers in, so no big deal. Mox, man, they had a plan and we messed them up for once. You know, can we really say that we messed them up? Really? Like, they screwed themselves so hard that nobody would accept it, right? Like, we in one way we did band together and go, blah, but at the same time, they're the ones who did it. Like, we didn't have meetings and all agree together. We all independently were just kind of like, ah! So, it's like, we messed them up. They shot themselves in the foot. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, right? Right? It's that kind of a scenario. Somewhere is a warehouse full of Magic 30 kits. Nah, they got bulldozed into landfill, bro. There was Wizards of the Coast dumped a bunch of product into a landfill. And somebody found it. They found old Secret Lairs and a bunch of other stuff. And in the images, you can literally see parts of Magic 30 cards. Wizards dumped that toxic product and they delayed sending it to the game store for months and months because they were pissed, bro. They were like, so we get nothing from this. And now the boxes that were sent to the store are circulating around for like $2,000 a piece. So Wizards is fucking seething going, some people will buy this. And it's like, yeah, you fucked it really hard. You could have made all the money on earth just selling it at $25 a pack, which still would have been expensive, but you could have got away with it. But instead, you had to go, we can produce these for 25 cents and sell them for $250. We are gods! Like, that was their peak arrogance. Magic 30, and when they tried to railroad D&D, where they were like, so we're changing the open gaming license for D&D, and we're making these changes because, guys, there's hate mongers. There's hate mongers who are creating really hateful content for D&D. So we have to change the open gaming license and also charge any creators and like big creators and stuff that are making at least $1 million using our stuff. They have to pay us licensing fees and stuff. We have to do that to stop the hate mongers. And then groups like Critical Role were just like, and then Wizards is like, what? And like all the D&D players were like, yeah, we're just going to cancel our fucking membership to your subscription service. So instead of like getting people to agree, they just started bleeding shit out. And then they went back to the fucking drawing board and came back with the exact same pretty much agreement, just worded differently. Same deal. And then they're like, hey, how about this? No, how about this? And then the D&D players like, go fuck yourself. And Wizards went, oh my god, okay, look, we're leaving it in place, and the 5th edition stuff here, it's free source, just take it, please, just take it, right? And so they lost a whole bunch of people. And Critical Role moved on to other games now. No, like, the big boy said, we're not touching your Magic product. We're fucking done. We're not touching your D&D product anymore. We're done with you. You can't be trusted. So Wizards threw away massive amounts of free advertising. Critical Role was free advertising for fucking D&D on a large scale. And Wizards pissed right into the Kool-Aid, bro. And just went, yeah. And then they went, we're not drinking Kool-Aid anymore. And Wizards like, but you're not allowed to do that. Oh, yeah, we can. Fuck you. We don't owe you shit, idiot. See, you got all up your own ass thinking that we need you. We don't need you. You need us. So the D&D players stood on Wizards' necks until they went, mercy, mercy. And notice that the whole hate monger stuff that they mentioned and the evil people they needed to stop was never brought up again. They never changed anything to stop those hate mongers. So apparently Wizards they don't care about the hate mongers who are making this hateful content that none of us have ever seen, or they're like, either it never existed or Wizards is fine with it. Because Wizards will fucking lie to us. They will lie to us. They had an internal meeting where they basically talked about D&D players as barriers between Wizards and their money. It's not about respecting the customer. It's about monetizing and robbing the customer. And they're at it again with the D&D shit, where they're like, so we're changing the way that the D&D software works, where like all of the stuff that you have that's not from the new edition, we're not keeping it in there. You have to put it all in as your own custom stuff if you want it in there. So you have to literally plug everything in yourself, or switch to 5th edition and pay us for this stuff. And people are just like, fuck you. Fuck you, Wizards. because they just don't learn. It's about trying to fucking rob us blind. It's not about trying to deliver us value. It's not about trying to treat us right. None of it. None of it. Wizards of the Coast considers they're entitled to our money. That's how they act. They are entitled to our money because we fucking like their game, which is absolute fucking bullshit. It's not about how do we deliver a good product to these people. It's how do we take as much as possible from these people while giving them as little as possible, right? That's absolutely what it is. It's frustrating. Moxman, yeah, Dark Sun is a wild setting. Wizards of the Coast won't touch it anymore, though, because Dark Sun has slavery, and slavery's bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you know you can have people doing bad things in your worlds, right? Nope! That's why, like, we gotta get rid of fucking, like, love potions and all this other stuff. And it's like, those exist, and people use them. Like, Wizards is like, is somebody yelling about something on Twitter? Remove it from the game. We'll take everything out of the game. Racial modifiers? What? Nope, that's hate mongering. So elves no longer get a bonus. You can just be anything and they're all the same. Oh. So what makes them different? Like, the word on the page? Oh. Okay. Well, we can't have the drow be all evil. Why? Well, because the drow, look at their skin color. No, the drow aren't evil because of their skin color. The drow are evil because they follow evil gods, right? That's the problem. And one of the most notable heroes in D&D history is one of the drow who fucking refused the evil of his society and stood up for good against the evil gods. So, yeah. But you go ahead and look at it in this fucking completely pointless way and fuck your own properties into the dirt. Knock yourself out, idiots. You know? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. J Money, I agree with you. That Doctor Strange counterspell is awesome. I would definitely enjoy having some of those. David B, what's with the palmistry? Palmistry? Oh, this. Yeah. It's a Halloween decoration. Yeah. I didn't even know you were talking about it first. I was like, huh? Huh? Ralph, yeah, I mean, they're just hacking everything away from the game to not offend anybody. People apparently got upset because an evil wizard found a race of simians, and then he used his magic to turn them into, like, big super soldier slaves or whatever. And then people came along and were like, that's like the Nazis or something. Oh my God, Hitler's here. Oh, we gotta do something. And it's just like, what? No, this is a fantasy campaign. This isn't real world Earth, idiot. No, but like, there's the evil wizard and he's doing evil things. Yeah. No, the only evil that's allowed is like stabbing and stealing. Oh. Okay then. Have fun living in your one-dimensional bullshit world. No, because if you have that in your game, you're a hate monger and you're a Nazi by touching the paper. Yep, that's how it works. I'm a fucking simpleton. I drink gasoline and my mama smoked all the meth before she birthed me. My brain works real good. See, what I do is I go on Twitter and I yell at that guy who was in the Furiosa movie. I can't believe you're going to do bad things to that girl. Yeah, no, that movie is made up and I'm a villain in that movie. No, but you're personally accountable. I can't believe you took that role and did that because you're a bad person. And it's like, no, little guy, it's make-believe. You know how Santa's imaginary? It's the same thing, but on the bad side. See, you're not supposed to like the character because what he's doing is wrong. You see how you look at it and go, gross, that's bad, that's evil. You're not supposed to like that guy. So you're glad when he gets taken out and you got somebody to root against. And it's like, no, you should be stealing rutabagas and you should be bad for spitting on the floor of the bus or something. And it's like, what kind of idiotic child-filled society are we building here where we have these adult children who I can't handle it. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. It's so goofy. It's so goofy. Curtis, you like the throw mechanic on Captain America? It fits with the shield concept, bro. 100%. Yeah, Magoro, you made good money in the storm. People didn't want to go out in the maelstrom. Well, there's Yamagoro bringing food. If they order Chinese, you can be like, somebody here wants balls in their mouth, right? What? I've got an order of chicken balls here. You want hot balls in your mouth, don't you? Please don't take that. Please don't decrease my tip because of that joke. Please. I'll let you dip my balls in sweet and sour sauce. I'll be sweet and not sour if you if you give me a tip or take my tip. Cranky, evil's not allowed in this current era because there's no such thing as fucking nuance and people are half-wits. Oh, what do they call them now? Midwits, right? Fucking clownish idiots who just look at stuff in the most basest of terms. And it's like, okay, yeah, you can't be a super heroic individual if there's not super levels of evil for you to overcome. I'm here to slay this goblin mayor. What? Yeah, he's the mayor of the town, but, like, he's misappropriated 5% of the tax funds. So I'm here to slay him and become an ultra hero. Oh. Okay. Yes, this goblin has lightly embezzled the town's funds, but it's mostly a good mayor. Anyways, I've slain him. I am the greatest hero. I'm pretty much as awesome as Elminster. Oh. Sure. Whatever makes you happy. Fucking goofy. It's so goofy. Hey guys, before we play D&D, here's a sheet. I need you to write down all the things that could possibly trigger you or make you uncomfortable if you hear it. Listen, if you get uncomfortable about hearing about an evil act, good. It should make you uncomfortable. That's kind of the point, isn't it? Isn't it? That guy can't bang that chick against her will because that makes me super uncomfortable. Well, then maybe go fucking slay him for his fucking villainy and maybe help her. No, it just can't be in the game. Butterscotch and gumdrops. Okay. Sure. Sure, man. I can't. People getting hurt is bad, so I can't play in a D&D campaign where anybody gets injured. I think we should do away with hit points. We could call them hug points. My hug points are low. Come give me a hug and tell me everything's going to be okay. That guy said mean words. Actually, you know what? Saying mean words to me, it makes me think of the time that I was bullied in high school. So, like, can we not have people say mean things in the game? Because it triggers me. So, like, can we just, like, go for a walk and find some cool items and stuff? How about that? How about we just go for a walk and eat at taverns and we talk about things we like? I'm going to go for a walk and look for turtles. How much experience do I get? The most evil demon shows up. I'm going to steal your cupcakes and tell your mom she's fat. I'm triggered. I love my mother. I should have put that on the list. No mom comments. No mom comments. No food stealing. Yeah, Oatson, that's right. You can't go for a walk looking for turtles. Why? Some people can't walk. You're not considering the people who can't walk. Also, some people are blind hate mongers. So guess what? You going and looking at turtles, think about all the people who can't look at turtles. Write it down on the list. No looking at things. Donaldo, your ex was like that, and it was very difficult to watch movies. I knew a chick who was like current era Twitter, but I knew her 10 years ago. And she would just throw random terms at me trying to silence me. You're a misogynist, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm not. I love women. You don't fucking like what I have to say, but that doesn't make me a fucking, like, someone who hates women. So try a little fucking harder, why don't you? And she would get up and leave during TV shows and stuff, but it was all performative. It wasn't some deeply held belief. It was something she believed she should believe and was putting on an act. It's a fucking caricature. It's empty signaling bullshit. It doesn't mean anything, and it's fucking pointless. It's like, okay, have fun. Why would I listen to you? You sound like a fucking fool. I don't take my cues from idiots. I observe the world and I observe reality. and you're not living in it, and there's no combination of words you can say that are going to make me believe your dumb fucking nonsense. Trust me, I would know if I hate women. It would be very apparent to me. It's quite the opposite. I love women, right? I'm not grabbing you by the hair, smacking you in the mouth and saying, you're not allowed to talk to me like that, woman. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm letting you have your opinions, and I'm calmly explaining to you why you're absolutely fucking wrong. And so this chick ends up with a guy who buys into all of her crap, tries to make her happy, and she's not happy with him because ultimately that's not what she wanted. But Carly told me that that chick was super into me because I stood up to her fucking bullshit. The chicks who are into this crazy nonsense don't believe it. And they don't want men who believe it. They say that's what they want, but then when they get them, they're like, no, I want a real man. Oh, I guess a real man's someone who won't put up with your fucking nonsense, huh? Yeah. That's the reality. That's the reality. Yeah, Jill, might as well turn up and write. I want to sit here in silence for 2 hours, think about how we can better people. We can be better people. We can enjoy our adventure in silence with no hurt feelings and hug before we depart. Joe, yeah, Twitter is the worst for it. And they're all just play acting for each other. It's all performative, empty noise for clicky heart points. It's fucking hilarious and pointless. So it's your life, spend it how you want, but I'm not going to respect it, and I don't fucking have to. It's funny watching the people on Twitter get upset at me, send me ridiculous messages, and then go, I don't care what you have to say. I don't respect you. I think your character is weak, and so what you say has no influence on me. They don't like that. It makes them run away to complain to other people like, you're not allowed to do that. I'm canceling you. So you have to say you're sorry, and then I say your sorries don't matter. Apologize more. And then once you're done apologizing more, I'll say, you can never come back. And it's just like, fuck you, dickhead. I'm not leaving in the first place. I don't give a shit what you think. You're weak, bro. I don't want you to like me because you're fucking pathetic. You are pathetic. And if you think a fucking tweet is going to control me, bro, suck my fucking ball bag, loser. Some idiot tweets me out of nowhere. Yo, there's this other channel. He messaged me. There's this other channel, and YouTube says other people who watch your channel watch that channel. I need you to tell me you disavow that channel. What do you think about this? And I'm like, I think I'm never going to speak to you. You're out of your fucking mind. You literally went on YouTube, and YouTube told you that people who watch my channel, some of them also happen to watch another channel. And you think now that I need to disavow that channel and everything they're saying. You're out of your fucking mind, loser. Why would I want to make you happy? You're fucking pathetic. You shouldn't even be allowed to talk to me, you fucking clown. Like, if you said this to me in person, I would be like, bro, what's wrong with you, you fucking idiot? Like, I would tear into somebody if they said that to me in person. I just didn't even respond to that guy. I went, holy shit, people are wackadoodles. How weak and pathetic do you need to be? Where you're like, I need you to tell me that you don't like this other channel. Listen, man. I'm not responsible for what people who watch my videos choose to go and watch in other shit. This whole Papa needs to fix shit for me is pathetic. Be a man. Grow the fuck up. Holy fucking shit. It looks like you're in your 20s. This is like the most pathetic shit I've ever seen, bro. Go fuck yourself. But I'm not getting into it with them because it's like, you're not worth my time even. I'm gonna think it and walk off. Because it's like, nope. I've literally walked away from people in real life mid-sentence when my brain was like, this person is not worth talking to. They're absolutely wasting your time with pointless bullshit, and you don't even owe them a statement of, goodbye, I'm leaving, I'm not having this conversation with you. And I just turned and walked the fuck off mid-sentence. Like, have fun being you, clown boy. I ain't dealing with it. Fuck that shit. Mogsman says, you're not doing what I want you to do. I'm unsubscribing from your channel. It's so funny when people say that. It's like, no, please don't go, dickhead, who I don't even fucking know. Listen, I'm not going to watch your shit anymore. Congratulations for you deciding to fucking actually not engage with what you don't want to engage with. That's how everybody should act. If you think I give a fuck, this is you thinking that you're getting me. I need you to know that I'm unsubscribing. I've taken something from you. I didn't know you were here. You weren't a positive part of the experience. There are a handful of people who have come to my channel who I know who used to like me, and I see them in other places, and I know they don't like me now. That hurts. When I know somebody, I think that they're a cool person, and then they stop liking me, that hurts. But none of those people said they were unsubscribing from me. They all just left and did their own things, and then I found out later in another place, oh, that person doesn't like me anymore. That's rough, because I like them. That hurts. But that's like such a tiny fraction. There's like 5 people on that list at most. So yeah, these people go, I'm unsubscribing. Okay, cool. Did I know you were here? Did we have any positive interactions? No, I have just taken from you. I've never done anything to support you in return. And if you don't do what I want all the time, I'm going to take away 1 subscriber point. Okay. It must suck being pathetic enough that that's what you need in your life to feel like you have influence and power. You got me, bro. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because you unsubscribed. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Joe, being original these days gets you canceled. People are fucking pathetic in this era. And it's amazing how if something shows up on my screen, it's in my domain and everything has to be exactly the way I want it. Nope. Things need to be the way I want it here. It's my channel. I built it. I do what I want, how I want. And you can choose to be a part of it and have a good time. You can choose to not be a part of it and wander off. Both are perfectly acceptable. But if you think for a second that I give it, whenever I see the phrase unsub, I just laugh because it's like the reason you have to say unsub to me is because you literally need something to feel like I've gotten you and I need you to know I'm hurting you. And it's like, but you're not, bro. I didn't know you until this exact moment you said you're unsubbing. So it's like, hello, goodbye. Cool. Whatever, man. You enjoyed my shit. I don't know who the fuck you are. And now you're a butthurt loser who has to go and cry and can't have a good time here anymore. You lose, clown face, not me. But that's fine. I never bother telling these people because at the end of the day, if you fucking tell them that, then they're going to be like, oh, I got to find other ways to try and get at you now because I don't have the gratifying feeling of I won. Go ahead. Feel like you won. You're a fucking loser. If you say I unsub, I blah, 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 you're automatically a loser. That's what that means. That's what a loser says to feel like they fucking matter. I matter, and the fact that I don't care about this matters. No, and no. So, have fun. Have fun, buddy. Valgear, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? Drygon, half the people who say they're unsubbing, I absolutely believe they were never subbed in the first place. Like, some of them actually show you the channel subscriptions, and you go and click on it, and you're like, I'm not even in here. And, like, it takes a bit for you to get taken out when they unsub. It doesn't happen instantly. So, they're just lying because they think, this is how I make them feel like I got them. So then they go off going, I showed him. And it's like, you sure did, bro. What's my subscriber count now? 57,000 fucking 103 instead of 104? Shit, bro. Fuck. You know, like, it's ridiculous. They don't get it. I did live streams when I had like no subscribers pretty much. I've done live streams for 1 or 2 people. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking faze me. Somebody going, I unsub. It's like, cool, man. I win, just so you know. I win. You desperately need me to think that you fucking matter, and you don't. The people who matter are the ones who are here to have a good time. The ones who are positive, the people I actually enjoy seeing, those people matter. I'll notice your absence. But if all you've done is passively consume my shit, never said anything positive to me, and only speak up to bitch, sounds like I'm winning by you leaving, aren't I? Goodbye, complainy Carl. Have a good life elsewhere. Towns, you only unsub so you can sub again. There you go. Curtis, perp, 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 perp. Hell yeah. Moxman, they unsub but keep commenting in videos weeks later. Yeah, I'm unsubbing. I'm not subscribed. I'm still going to watch your content religiously. Bro, there are people who are still coming by and leaving hateful comments about me on my videos. And it's been like 4 years since I fucking muted them. I learned that when I did the grand amnesty, where I was just like, when I got to the point where I wasn't getting triggered by people's comments anymore and actually respond and tell them to get fucked, I went, there are some people who just got me on a bad day. and I muted them when they probably didn't deserve a mute. So I said, I'm going to declare amnesty, and I removed everybody from the muted category. And then I refreshed the comment section, and names popped up going, you fucking suck, blah, blah, blah. And I looked, and I'm like, I muted this guy fucking like years ago. I muted this guy years ago. And he's commented on a bunch of videos. This shit, this is hilarious. Bro, you're pathetic. This is pathetic. So I was like, okay, some people still need to be muted. And I remuted them, but I'm like, keep coming back, man. You can come back and tell me to get fucked every day if you need to. What kind of a sad life do you have, bro? What kind of a sad life? Like, for real. It's absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild. It's hilarious. People will come to a video that's been watched by 25,000 people. Stop making videos. Nobody wants to watch these. 20,000 human beings have come by just to watch this video. So nobody, like, it's this desperate need. My personal opinion is held by many, many people and is important. Like that one guy who insisted I had to stop putting my face in the thumbnail. He wrote a fucking essay about how I was ugly, I needed to not be in my thumbnails, everybody agreed with him, and I'm not allowed to fucking delete his comment or it's considered censorship and all this other shit. And I was like, this is hilarious. And I was like, delete comment, mute, goodbye forever. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. You think that you can, like, people have come by and been piss bags and then get muted, and then they come by another account and go, I can't believe you're muting people. I can't believe you muted Greg1472. And I'm like, I can't believe that you're so pathetic that when you get muted on a channel, you have to show up in another account to check if your comment's there and then go, I'm really upset that that person's gone. That's you, you pathetic loser. You're so obsessed with yourself that you, oh, well, some other random dickhead. Well, I guess I better go and unban him because I definitely care about your opinion, whoever the fuck you are that's that's clearly the same guy. It's clearly just you. Nobody cares about you. So you have to pretend to be somebody else who cares about you. That's so sad and wretched that I genuinely actually pity you. Like, it's not even I'm not mad at you, bro. I feel genuinely sorry for you. You don't know how to behave. You don't know how to belong. And you're so obsessed with what you're doing that you literally come back and like, my comment's gone. What's going on? Can I not leave comments? I got to log in another account and check. That's sad. That's genuinely just sad. You know? Ridiculous. Calabar, you wonder what some of the people who've turned to hating a YouTuber as a daily routine actually do? I just look at it going, it's not hurting me because I mute anybody who annoys me. I'm just like, you can keep coming back. I don't care. It's not bothering me that you're doing it. But since I read all the comments, I don't want to waste my time reading your comments. Yeah, I suck. Okay, cool. On to the next guy. Like, so it's just off into the mute zone. But maybe they're having a fucking hard time in life and they need that as a fucking pressure valve to blow off some steam, right? It's like writing on a bathroom stall wall. It's like, okay. I used to feel really bad about muting people because I was like, everybody fucking matters. They're all people with their own fucking deep lives and all these experiences. But I don't know people's shit. And there was the one guy who, because Desolator used to hammer everybody, right? Like, if he didn't like what you're doing, fuck you, gone. And there was this one guy who, he's like, I still go and leave shitty comments on Desolator's videos, even though I know he can't see them. And I was like, why do you do that? And then one day he came by and said, man, I wish I wasn't banned on, I was like, banning and muting are interchangeable terms here. You can still watch the videos. So it's not really banning, it's muting, but people use the term ban. So he came back and he said, I wish I wasn't banned on Desolator's channel. And it clicked in my head. I'm like, wait, banning/muting people is doing them a service. I'm helping these people. If they realize that it's happened to them, they might reflect on their actions and realize, I'm the reason that this happened. Maybe if I don't act like this to people, then this won't happen to me. Like, some people are out of their minds. Some guy came by and was like, yo, I hated you when I first found your channel, and I left a bunch of shitty comments, but now I like you. I'm like the crucible that YouTubers are like, you know, they go into the fire and I pound them and make them into better things or whatever. And I'm like, that's the message you took from this. The message isn't, oh, maybe I shouldn't be shitty to people because it might turn out that I like them and I'm jumping the gun. Your thought is, it's great that I'm shitty to these people. I muted that guy on the spot. I didn't recognize any of the other things that he said, or I didn't recognize him from being shitty. But the fact that he made that admission made me go, yeah, I never want to talk to you. This is crazy. What an insane way to look at the world. I'm a piece of shit, and that's great. No, loser, it's not. So I'm happy to remove those people because they tend to not just be dicks to me, they tend to be dicks to other people too. It's water off a duck's back for me. I just go, whatever, man. Another day, another dickhead. But other people who are just in the comment section can get their feelings hurt pretty easy. So I do a service of muting the knob jockeys, you know? Misanthrope, hearing about my balls hurting, you wish. That intro says my bones hurt. If you heard balls, you got balls on the brain. A bunch of people heard that. I couldn't figure out why people were unsubscribing when I brought in that new intro. I can't believe you made this intro. And I'm just like, what is causing this reaction? And then one day somebody goes, I love that my balls hurt. And I'm like, my balls hurt? No, it's my bones hurt. And they're like, that's why people were unsubscribing. Because they're just watching videos that they think are fucking tame and fine. And all of a sudden he's talking about his ball bag. What the hell is this? So that's what that was. That's what that was, you know? Joe, can you see the essay? It's gone, man. Are you kidding me? When you fucking mute somebody like that, I believe it deletes the comment that you select to mute them on, and then it hides every other comment on the channel. So all that stuff's gone. Long gone. Long gone. And now I'm way quicker to remove people who are fucking problems, because it's just like, I'm not going to give... It used to be like a multiple strike system, but if you manage to fucking get my attention in a negative way, that's enough. Just go. I don't fucking owe you anything. I didn't ask you to be here. I didn't fucking invite you personally. You just showed the fuck up. And you don't know how to act, so bye. So long. I don't listen to people who are dicks to me. I don't listen to people who try and tell me what I need to be doing with my time. Stop doing this. Stop talking about this in your live streams. Move on to this subject. Fuck you, idiot. You don't get to dictate shit to me. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Because guess what? I never called you up and said, hey, do you think I should do this? Do you not like this? What should I be talking about? Right? When that happens, that's when you get to fucking give me input. If I do a poll or specifically solicit the feedback, great. Otherwise, cram it up your ass. I don't give a fuck. That's the deal. It's real straightforward. It's real straightforward. Anyhow, time to wrap it up. Thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. If you missed part of this live stream, it will be up on the live stream archive probably about 10 hours from now. And as a reminder, there is also the Movie Talk channel, and I'll be releasing a new video out on the Movie Talk channel tomorrow. So if you want to do me a solid and subscribe to the YouTube movie channel, that'd be great. You don't got to do what you fucking want at the end of the day, but it will help my channel. It will make me happier and my lady happier, because we like seeing the numbers climb on that, right? So, Donaldo, you are the lord of the board. I'm going to put your name on this art card. I'm going to put you in the box of glory. And once you got 5 wins, you get to go on the roll of mega glory. So, thanks for coming by, my friends. I'm going into the waters. Bye.